Look, I'm hungry. I gotta go get some food. I'm gonna speak on this real quick, all right? I'm gonna speak on this real quick. And this is coming to you from someone wearing the sweater that says Mexican martial arts, all right? This is coming from the Grandmaster, the founder and Grandmaster of MMA Mexican martial arts, all right? And I'm telling you that Jingaling got ripped off. Lee Jingaling won that fight. And Rodriguez ripped them off. And I've been riding with Rodriguez for the longest. I've been talking about Rodriguez. I've been plugging Rodriguez. I've been talking about Rodriguez like I've been talking about Sean Brady. These dark horses, these talented individuals, these fools that you better put some respect on their name, the up-and-comers. I'm talking about the future. I've always been pulling for Rodriguez, and I'll continue to pull for Rodriguez, probably. Because I told you, my stream during the Mexican Fight Companion, I was telling you, I lost some respect for Rodriguez. Because when they announced the winner, I mean, Jiggling, and this doesn't matter for much because a lot of people are deceived. Jiggling was already celebrated. Yeah, shaking hands, like, we got this. And Rodriguez was in his corner shaking his head and telling his fool, like, I don't know what happened. That was a bad outing. Yeah, we lost. And they look sad and stuff. And then they announced the winner, and you can see Rodriguez go. You can see it. Now, again, it doesn't matter. The fool that lost, you can never count that. Because he was celebrating, yeah. And then when he lost, he was like, what? Yeah, people are going to do that. But even Rodriguez went. That fool looked like Russell Westbrook. He actually did that. And then Joe Rogan's on the mic. He's like, what? He looked at, nobody, it didn't make sense to anybody. DC, now I know DC's had a lot of funky takes lately, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to bring as many voices into this as I can. Even John Panic at the end, he was like, yeah, I know according to a lot, I don't know why he did the phone thing. He wasn't on the phone. He said on the mic though, he's like, yeah, I know according to a lot of people's scorecards, it was probably Li Jingaling. Yeah, you better acknowledge that. Of course it was. And then he's like, but that's not the decision that matters. Yeah, I know. You know what? AKA, you know another way to phrase that? It's not the narrative. It's not the narrative. They burned my man Jingaling at every corner. They didn't let him have his moment with the suit. And then it was like, you know what? Maybe he's going to take it to the Men's Warehouse. He's going to get the Velcro put in. He's going to walk into the cage with it. He's going to rip it off. The breakaway. Nah, they didn't let him do that. They didn't approve it. They're like, nah, you can't bring out your flag. You can't bring out your breakaway suit. Men's Warehouse is not a sponsor. They didn't let him do it. He has to fight someone heavier than him. And yeah, Daniel Rodriguez. Okay, they made him fight at 180. You know Daniel Rodriguez ain't standing in that cage at 180. And Daniel Rodriguez has to go through great lengths to get to 180. Then he gets to blow up after the fact. While you have Jingaling going through great lengths to have to get up to 180. Kaimon, long time no see. I'm trying to stay active. I'm staying active. Good to see you again. Kamza. I called you Kamza. My brain's tired. I woke up too early today. I slept for less than 4 hours. I told you guys on the last stream. Oh, see, if you guys are just strolling into this feed and you don't know where you're at, you don't understand that Kaimon is an OG to the game. And I just straight up called him Kamza. Kamza. I got to screenshot that, man. I don't want to forget that. Kamza. All right, listen. Li Jingaling, and look, I wish you could go back and watch the part in the Mexican Fight Companion where I eloquently covered it. But let me give you the breakdown real quick about it. Here's what happened with Jingaling. He was smart. He point fighted. And I know there's a lot of casuals, and I told you how I hate saying that word, but I feel like there's no other better way to express it within this community for you to understand what I'm trying to say right now. I know a lot of casuals will say, well, that's boring. He's scared. Well, and then there's other, like the Puritans, the people that really understand and that really care. They care about the sport and they understand why people are doing what they're doing. Will say, no, that's smart. It's strategic. Okay, that's the way Jingaling fought. And he didn't get the nod. Kobe knows. What's up, GM? 499 squad, 10 months. What's up, GM? Your boy D-Rock cost me 230 tonight. He lost that fight for sure. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm not claiming him tonight. I'm not claiming him, Kobe knows, because Kobe knows that Jingaling got robbed. You already know that, Kobe. I know you know that. So Jingaling was fighting that strategic fight, right? So he doesn't get it. They're like, nah, that fool's scared. He wasn't engaging. How come Adesanya does it that they let him get away with it? I know why, and you know why. Because of that, to be the man, you got to beat the man mentality. To be champ, you got to beat the champ mentality. And I told you during the Mexican fight companion, do you guys know where that comes from? You cast my monos right here. You cast these little guys right here. You know where it comes from? Ric Flair. To be the man, you got to beat. It comes from Ric Flair. So all you guys that want to clown on professional wrestling, WWE, oh, it's fake. It came from the Nature Boy. Woo! It didn't come from the Wonder Boy. I'm not talking Stephen Thompson MMA. I'm talking about the Nature Boy. Woo! It came from Ric Flair. That mentality, that other side, you got to bring the fight. You got to bring the fight to me. He didn't bring the fight. Hey, Ric Flair, chill. That's not how it works. But that's the way the UFC lets it work. I've been telling you, Dana White power ain't about color. Adesanya got that Dana White power. Chamoyev got that Dana White power. Conor McGregor got that Dana White. That's a bad example. But you understand what I'm trying to say to you right now. When Adesanya does it, it's all right. And they go with that WWF type of mentality. When Jingaling does it, it's not all right. And I told you, Dana White power is a gateway to Asian hate. I said it. You could trend it on Twitter. Dana White power is the gateway to Asian hate. Are you happy, Dana? Li Jingaling, my man Li Jingaling got ripped off. And again, I'm telling you, as a person rocking the Mexican martial arts hoodie, Jingaling got ripped off. That was dirty. I told you during the Mexican fight companion, that was one of the dirtiest things I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of dirty stuff. And I'm only sharing that part of my life with you for context, because that's how much this topic means to me right now. And that's all I got to say on that. The fool got burned. He's not even going to get to wear the suit at the post-fight press conference now and talk about his win that he should have had. Mariana Zurin, thank you. The Mariana Zurin that keeps on giving. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Mariana Zurin. Thank you. I hope I was able to bring the colorful commentary. Hey, Jim, did you see Paulo Cheese grate that fool Hamza's hat? I did see that. Ghost, I easily had the funniest moments this week. In my opinion, keep up the good work. Thank you, period. Thank you. Yeah, that was weird. As soon as the Schmo handed it to him, I was like, Schmo, you have to be in on this. What do you think you think he's going to put on his head? Well, I was like, what do you think he's going to do? And he did it. Okay, second fight, Chamoyev. Now, I said in my previous videos, I did a stream the other day. I made one of them into YouTube short. I was telling everybody Kevin Holland ruined things. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He made the event better. He made better matchups. That's not what I was talking about. What Kevin Holland ruined was the press conference. Kevin Holland took away from us the very last press conference we were ever going to get from Nate Diaz, which is a special thing all of us look forward to and cherish Nate Diaz press conferences. He also took away the last press conference we're ever going to have from Tony Ferguson because of everything goes the way that reality says that it should go. Why is Tony Ferguson ever going to have another UFC fight again? He took that away from us. He took away the debut of Li Jingaling's suit, because he had to run his big old mouth. He had to start drama. He had to keep going on Instagram and all these different things and talking about Chamoyev, and Chamoyev can't handle it. He's emotionally unstable. He's immature. You come at him the wrong way, he starts taking up arms. That fool doesn't know how to handle himself. Jeremiah John Owasanri, thank you. Thank you for the support. So Holland ruined the press conference because he didn't know how to chill out. He was trying to pick a fight that wasn't his. And then he ended up getting it. It became his. Because of that Dana White power, I'm telling you, it was nothing about color. It doesn't have nothing to do with that. Stop getting emotional. And then Chamoyev ruined things because he's unprofessional. Because I don't know how the doctor said I have to lose weight, or I have to start. I don't know what happened to my body. I don't know. I was at the buffet the night before eating chicken wings and French fry and bread and sparkling water. I don't know what happened to my body. Yeah, I wonder, fool. I wonder what happened. So these two fools ruined the event, and then everybody that was talking papas at me, oh, why you giving Kevin Holland a hard time? Why are you telling? And are you happy now? This was the better matchup that you were wanting? And yeah, I don't know if it would have been any better with Nate Diaz, but still, this is what you thought was going to be better? First of all, Kevin Holland, what are you thinking? This was talking about wanting to murder you, talking about trying to bite your head off and stuff, and you walk in trying to high-five him. You thought he was going to fist bump you? Did you think he was going to high-five you when the fight started? Khabib doesn't even do that. You thought this fool was going to do that? Immediately goes for the takedown and puts him in a position that fool never returns from. Kevin Holland goes in there like it couldn't be more obvious, like company type of man. Like if you want to go down that route, he's obviously not trying. He goes like this, just standing straight up like, hey, we're about to fight. You good? All right, my friend, let's do this. Hamza takes him down. Fool never recovers. Hamza submits him. It's over. Quick. Doesn't make any sense. Miguel Valencia, GM, your final thoughts. Was this a coincidence, or was this the Dana White power pulling strings to fit some crazy narrative? Look, I know it's fitting for me, and it would probably make sense if I thought that this was all a conspiracy, and a lot of you are probably expecting that from me, but I do not think that Dana White is intelligent enough to pull off the kind of thing that ended up happening. And I do not believe that Machoyev, aka Chamoyev, Diaz, Ferguson, I don't believe that any of these people are capable and intelligent enough to have all pulled this off together. All right? These usual suspects right here, I don't think there's just the kind of fools that's going to pull off a situation like this. I'm not calling any of these fools for the heist. All right? I think that it was all a coincidence, Miguel Valencia. And I think there was a lot of dramatic ironing that happened throughout this whole thing. And then you got Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson, and it was Spider-Man versus Batman. It was the match that never should have happened. It was the match that everybody says, oh, that would be cool. I would like to see. But then when it happens, you're like, oh, no, I didn't know you were actually going to do it. Don't do it, though. I want to talk about it, but don't do it. And they did it. And we knew hearts were going to be broken. We knew people were going to be sad. We knew legends were going to be tainted. We knew Wikipedias were going to change for the worse. And the fight got weird because they had a lot of respect for each other. They were giving each other a lot of space. They were like moving around straight up. Tony Ferguson was turning his whole back to him at times, running away. Nate Diaz was just going to his knees, chilling on the cage. There was a moment when it looked like I thought they were going to pull something weird. There was a moment when Nate Diaz just was walking around shaking his head, and he was like, nah, like, I'm done. I thought he was quitting. He was like pacing around the ring, shaking his head, shrugging his shoulders, and he was like, nah. And then Tony Ferguson went to the ground on his back. They were like on opposite sides of the cage. Tony Ferguson went to his back, and you know how like when you do ukemi, you go on your back and you just slap the ground? I thought, is he doing a tap? Like, is he tapping the ground? And then Nate Diaz is going to go like this, and they did a double, like, I quit. I thought, this is crazy. I didn't think we were ever going to see anything like this. This is hilarious. This is the best way they could both go out. This is funny. People are going to talk about this forever. No, that's not what happened. Turns out, Diaz was frustrated because Ferguson kept avoiding the fight. Like when Conor kept doing it, and Diaz kept pointing at him like, you don't want to fight. And Diaz was chilling on the cage like, this is dumb. The fool doesn't want to engage. The other narrative was way better. That would have been crazy. That would have been like the best thing that could have possibly happened. But it was that Ferguson didn't want to engage. Ferguson was bleeding from his shin, bled onto his foot, looked like that fool was wearing a red sock, bleeding from his eye. Nate Diaz wasn't busted open anywhere. It was like the exact opposite. Tony Ferguson has shown over the years to have more powerful strikes. Yeah, he bleeds a lot, but he's more durable. They aren't constantly stopping fights and talking about stoppage and talking about scar tissue, talking about blood like they do with Nate Diaz. And tonight it was like the opposite. They both look tired. They both look winded. They both look frustrated. They both look like they weren't prepared. They both look like they're ready for retirement. Diaz said he wants to leave, wants to do some things in another sport. And let me tell you how it finished first. Tony Ferguson's corner kept urging him to go for a takedown. He went for it. Immediately, Diaz got him in a guillotine. And 1.5 seconds after he locked his leg over the body and sunk it in, like 1.5 seconds, Ferguson tapped out. It felt like he tapped out even almost faster than Amanda Nunes tapped out in the first fight, or Conor McGregor. It was quick. When Diaz gets it sunk in, quick. It was brutal. But they got up, hugged it out, hands shook, picked up each other and stuff. You know, sometimes the fighters pick up each other and the other fool's like, don't pick me up. It gets weird. It kind of happened like that. But what they want to do next, Diaz said, I want to leave the sport for a while. He said, I know me and the UFC have had a love-hate relationship. It's been weird, but, you know, I still got love for him, respect to this guy, respect to that guy. I want to leave the sport for a while and do another sport, take over in another sport, show those fools how to do it. All these fools like Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren that have been trying to do it, I'm going to show them how to do it. At first, I thought he was talking about basketball because, to be honest, he kind of has like the basketball kind of build. But I think what he was talking about was something in combat sports. And I think it's probably something contractual, and he can't say it. But obviously, he's going to fight Jake Paul. Obviously, which breaks my heart even further because Jake Paul will kill him. Jake Paul will kill him. And if you watch the fight tonight, with Nate Diaz tonight, and you think that he will be Logan Paul in a fight, I want you to go outside with some scissors and cut your Wi-Fi cable right now. I want you to go out to the breaker and just shut everything down and turn off your cell data so you can't even get online anymore. And Tony, and then he said he wants to come back to the sport after that. After he goes and gets into whatever he's going to get into and make some money, he wants to come back and be champion and get a UFC title. So that's where his mentality is at right now. And Tony Ferguson wants to keep fighting, and he's like, "I'm gonna get better. I took a break. There's work to do." And I'm like, "What's it gonna take, fool? What's it gonna take?" So he's planning on being back, and Dana's probably like, "Are you for real, fool? Like, all right." It's mayhem. It's mayhem. It's ridiculous. It's a freak show, and I could complain and say it's ridiculous, but you already know I love the freak show. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the video. It helps me out very much. Stay tuned for more MMA content in the upcoming week. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Lay bow, bow, na, na, bow, na, na, down.